Today we are going to discuss about the law and justice. How are the laws made? In the previous classes we have decided like how is a government framed, how was the constitution framed, on the framework of the constitution, how is a government processed or elected, and how is a prime minister elected by the people, how is the chief minister elected by the people. All these we have done in a detailed procedure. So in this process we have learned how the constitution has framed the laws for the entire nation. After this framing, how can the citizens utilize these laws and get justice if they were provided or done by any injustice? How this has done in the process? How can one person get the justice from the court or the law? How does law get enforced to the weak to get justice over the strong? We can understand this by a case study. So law and justice, let's make a small case study. Let us take, for example, we have a real estate person called Mr. Ravi. The main duty of Mr. Ravi is to buy the plots and to sell them. In his business plans and expansion plans, he decided that he is going to buy a large piece of land and then divide them into plots and sell it to various number of people. Instead of selling the same plot to the other people like in a single stretch, he decided to sell it in the parts, and he can also sell it to various number of people. For example, we have a large piece of land. He decided to make it into 10 parts and sell it to 10 different people so that he can get more profit. So for this intention, he gave an advertisement in the newspaper stating that every person who wants to own a plot, can pay a simple amount of rupees 5,000 for a term of 5 years. Then automatically he can own a plot in the allotted place, which is like very easy for a common man also to dream and to own a plot. Instead of paying the entire amount at the same time, he can do it by paying it in a small installments and get his work done. So in this process, let us calculate the amount how much he is supposed to pay. See, for 5 years, how many months do we have? We have nearly 60 months. 5 into 12, we have 5 2s are 10, 60 months. 60 months he has to pay 5,000 per month, which is nearly nearly 3 lakh amount where he has to supposed to pay. So by paying this amount in small installments, he can get it done and he can own a land. This is the ideology which is published in the newspaper by Mr. Ravi. And here we have one more person called Mr. Samba, who works in the same cooperative office of Ravi, decided that he also would purchase a land by this scheme. So now Samba pays the amount for 5 years, the same 5,000 amount continuously without fail, and he on a particular day he decides that he is going to get the registration of the plot on his name. He along with his son goes to Mr. Ravi and finds out where is his plot and give him the documents which are related to the plot. But this process was not so smooth as what Samba was expecting. We have a small change on this. We have a twist in the attitude and the behavior of Mr. Ravi. What is that twist? Let's find out. So after 5 years, Samba decided to build a house on the plot where he has constructed, like where he has done the payment for last 5 years. So when he decided to take the plot, he asked Mr. Ravi to give his plot so that he can plan for the construction of the house. So in this process, one day Samba along with his son Mr. Kranti went to Ravi's house asking about the plat. But what happened is, to the tragedy of Samba, Ravi decided to misuse his money and denied to give plat for him. And he did the altercation. He arranged some of the people and made arrangements to beat Samba. This spread to the entire village. The crowd gathered there. Even the village sarpanch came to pacify Samba and Ravi. The situation became so worst that Samba was hurt, and after a while, Kranti, son of Mr. Samba, took Samba to hospital and got doctor certificate as an evidence that he has been hit by someone. So then Kranti took Samba to the police station. What happened after they went to the police station? What is the basic information required for us to file a complaint in the police station? We shall discuss it now.